Hey, ESP, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Jess. Hey, Mello. Y'all, it's so funny. You know how you turn on TikTok, and even if you're just going to go straight to live, it shows you a TikTok before you get on. You can have time to go hit your account and then hit live. Well, the TikTok that was playing when I opened up TikTok was this bird sitting in this bowl being held by this human full of peanuts. Well, today the guy holding the bowl of peanuts switched the peanuts to unsalted ones. That bird sat down on that bowl, took one of those peanuts, put it in his mouth, started to fly off, but then stopped, dramatically dropped the peanut, and then just looked at the human like, "What did you do?" And they had some dramatic music playing in the background. It was funny. Some of these people are so creative with these TikToks. Mine are like so bad. I don't know how to film or record or get the audio right or make fancy pictures and things. Oh, gosh. But that was funny. That was funny. Hey, Kimberly, how's it going? I got some good questions for tonight. Have y'all got any questions for me? I've been doing pretty good. Today was a productive day. I got done with the job work stuff today, so it makes me feel productive. Got some of that done. I got some information down for the documentation specialist, the CEDI certificate. I got a whole bunch of 10 chapters worth of stuff squirreled so that if anybody needs help with that, I can help them. So I got to do the 10 chapters of the auditor program, and then I'll have all that data just in case somebody needs help with that exam. But doing pretty good, trying to keep the energy up. Yes. No more energy drinks, just water and veggies and the fruit chopping up stuff, the juicing, yep, and then trying to stay away from sugar and bread, so that helps with all the blood pressure stuff. So doing good. Hey, Go-Kart. Do we have to worry about payment methodologies? For CPC exam, maybe one question, but it'll be a super easy one, not hard. If you're talking about the auditor one, there are a few payment methodologies. If you're talking about CCS, yes, they have payment methodologies, but CPC, not too bad. And I actually have a question for tonight that is sort of a payment methodology question that will, if there is one, it'll be likely one of those. Like what modifier would go with Medicare, that kind of thing. It'll be an easier one. Her name is Trinessa. Her name is According to Tren, Tren. She's on Instagram, and I'm sure she's on TikTok too, but man, she's good. I tutor her most every mornings. There she is. She comes right up on my Instagram. Where'd she go? She disappeared. I hate how Instagram does that. There she is. According to Tren. Y'all got to watch her. She's awesome. That's her juicer and her kitchen, and she's just juicing away. Oh my gosh. She makes it look so good. And she's drinking off the top of it. That is, what was she doing? Oranges, blackberries, and something else. It's just 3 ingredients, but gosh, it's so good. I'm on watermelon right now. Love watermelon with the with watermelon with blueberries and pineapples is what I've been doing. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. She's lost a lot of weight on it. I have too, but not as much as she has. But it's helping me lower my blood pressure, which is the great thing. There's her before and after juicing, and she's the mama of 3. So she's done good. And she's going to pass this CPC exam this time for sure. She's going to do great. She's got a promo or something going on with that juicer right now too. So she gets a little bit of money if you get that juicer, which could help her and the kids out. So just saying. But you can get a juicer from anywhere. I don't even use my juicer. Now, my oldest uses my juicer. He likes the juice. I like to just gnaw up all the fruit and drink it like a smoothie. So I use my Ninja thing. And I like to, in a big old fat straw so I can drink all the fruit like it's just chewed up fruit. That's just the way I like it. But anyway, she's usually in here. Yeah, I don't mind all that stuff, that pulpy stuff. Yeah, I like it. So I wanted to, if I'm on the very front of the CPT book where we have that very first page of place of service codes. So it's also called service place, just so you know. I was just going to point out some of the codes that have been showing up on the exam, which is tribal, the group home, inpatient hospital, and 65, the end-stage renal disease treatment facility. And then I have one note right here from a practice question that asked, what service code would you bill if you did a cardiac Doppler monitoring? Well, I have no idea because I don't do billing, but I figured out and found out the answer was 21. So I put that down here. I don't think that will be on the CPC exam, but it was just a cool question. And anyway, so I wrote it in there. But the ones that have been popping up on the CPC exam have been those 3, and then the end-stage renal disease facility. So I thought that would be helpful for you guys to know. I'm coming really close to ending up with this medicine section all done. I've been adding examples all day. I just got to make sure now that I have everything from last year's notes converted over, because I don't want to miss anything that I might have needed. But I'm all done, I think. There was some cool examples of, I got to find my questions that I put in here, but this IV bolus and saline stuff is really cool. And then I found some example questions on infusions and put tons of examples up high and down low for that. So I got to find my questions that I used for these because these were really cool, and present those as soon as I can. That was some of the cool stuff that I did. And then I did one back here, this 0216T. It's one of our injections that's almost like one that's in the neuro section. It's in the 6,000s, but the difference is ultrasound. If you do one of these therapeutic injections in the back of the vertebrae and you don't use fluoroscope and you use ultrasound, then your ultrasound is back here in the 0 codes, which is on page 879 if you're in the 2022 book. But that's the only difference. And I found the example and wrote that one in. I'll include it in the medicine section just because it's different. I should have included it maybe in the neuro one. I'll remember to do that next year. But anyway, that's the example right there. Chloe, are you doing that? Thank you. She's knocking things off the table. Getting all crazy with me. Hey, Annie. How's it going? Oh, if somebody wanted tutoring this week, I got one more opening. I got somebody that just took one of them, I think. Maybe. No, maybe she wanted next week. I can do somebody tomorrow. Oh, gosh, I got to plug up my laptop. It's about to die. I think because I got caught up on work today, I think I can do somebody tomorrow after Miss Edwards. If somebody wants tutoring tomorrow, let me check my schedule real quick. Oh, what's tomorrow? The 20. Okay, I'm on the wrong week. What's tomorrow? Thursday, the 23rd? Tomorrow's the 23rd. Yes, I can do somebody tomorrow after Miss Edwards, and then I can do somebody Friday after Miss Edwards because, yeah. Yep. So it would be probably about 10 o'clock my time, a.m. in the morning, if anybody needs tutoring. Quickly, just message me on medicalcodingbyjen.com there and let me know, and we can get it booked. I will be in town on Friday. Hold on, what's going on? She passed 4 of her practice exams. No, she passed 3 of her 4 practice exams with 93 is the highest. Perfect. That last one you didn't pass, just be sure and use the examples and put them in your chart. Whatever the book, the scenario is on the questions you didn't understand or get wrong. Hey, Becca, she went to school for billing and coding and couldn't find a job and ended up in IT. IT is a great position. Also, don't forget that coders are needed for IT groups. I am a super user for 2 different companies that develop EHRs, and I help beta test their systems for when they're trying to do quality control, HEDIS measures, all kinds of Medicare stars and programs. And the benefit of being a coder is that you know that number goes with this particular diagnosis or scenario, so you can help audit those. If you're good at and not scared of using an EHR, and you'll hop in there and push a bunch of buttons and see if you can't generate reports and stuff like that, you can reach out to all the different developers of EHRs and work for them also. And you can become a trainer of their EHR for their company as a coder to show new people that buy their systems how you would code in it, how you would transmit the records, how you generate the patient's accounts, all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of jobs out there for sure. Hey, Terry. What time are we doing tutoring? Terry, you said 5:30 p.m. tomorrow night, my time. Is that okay? Like, it is 6:30 my time now, kind of, sort of, 6:48. So it would have started an hour ago tomorrow. but you can message me on this website, the Medical Coding by Jen. We have a little message thing attached to your thingy. Right here, I'll message you and say, I think I said, see ya tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. But that's my time, so I don't know what time zone you're in and, all that stuff. But anyway, I just sent it right now, so you'll get it, probably an alert sent to your email that says, I just emailed you. I gotta let a cat out. Hold on. Chloe, do you want out? Here you go. Go see Grandma. You're back on that damn thing again. You stay off my kitchen floor. Stay off my kitchen floor because you're hovering.
Yeah, I could be in the
Stay off my kitchen floor. I just mopped it. I'm like telling Travis, get off the floor. I just mopped it. I even mopped my kitchen floor. Yes, it's been a productive day. All right. So if anybody wants to book a tutoring, I can do one tomorrow at 10 a.m. my time, and I can do another one on Friday, 10 a.m. my time. Just message me on Medical Coding by Jen, and we can get that booked. The first one you didn't pass with a 60. You're probably nervous, Annie. If it was the first exam, you probably were really nervous. And once you get over the anxiety of it, then you did really well. Hey, Jill, how's it going? Tell me I can't and just watch. This is for CCS and CPC. I can do tutoring for both. You can go to medicalcodingbyjen.com, Jen for Jennifer, and you can go to the tab that says booking, and you can book there for tutoring. I also have another workshop coming up on July 17th. It's going to be a Sunday where we're going to do OB, E&M. What else did I say we were going to do? I forgot. I think maybe Labopath. I think we're doing Labopath, OB, and E&M. And that one has no chat in it like this because y'all are paying for it because it's just $10 for 3 hours. But we'll be going from just question to question to question. Practice exam questions, and I'll show you how I would handle it. If I was taking the exam, how I would go through the question and pick out the right answers so that you'll know. And it's just 3 hours of 50 to 60, somewhere around there, questions back to back. So that'll be fun. It's fine with me. Whatever is good for you, Nat. I have a month and a half to finish the aapc, and she's on chapter 4 out of 20. Woo! So, like, what you should do is go to every quiz, every exam, and take those as quickly as possible. You can if you don't know the answer to the question, just Google it really quick while you're doing the exam. You'll find the answers on Quizlet. All of them are answered, but at least take all the quizzes and chapter exams once, copy, paste it all, save it as a PDF. All those practice questions from chapter 1 all the way to the end of the course, super helpful to have for notes in your book. I wish I had it, but I don't have all of them. But that would be awesome because those questions are what you need to practice for the exam. All the videos and the lectures and the PDFs to read, it's just too much. It's a lifetime's worth of course for you to learn. Just to pass one exam, it's a little too much. But those practice exam questions, like what we're going to do here in just a minute, is what you need to practice. You need to get your book prepped. You need to get it ready for the exam, and you need to be able to really know how AAPC asks questions and how to find the answers out of this book. And that will come with every chapter quiz, the chapter review exams, and your final exam. That one you won't be able to get a copy of unless you screen record yourself taking the entire final exam at the end. But that's one way to grab it. That way you have all the questions, and then you can put the scenarios down in your book attached with the codes. The first thing I do when I grab a CPT book is go through, and underneath every one of the CPT codes, if it has a do not, I mark it. If it has a code with another code, we mark it. If it also says to use a modifier with it in case of a scenario, I also mark it. If it's an add-on code and it says each, I mark it. Look at that. And I also put down, supposedly, but I got excited on this one, that it's times. I can do my times on that one. And then I write my scenarios down. Like this CPT code right here, the 96360, you wouldn't know, other than how it's written, that this is wrong and it's not how you answer the questions. The CPT code descriptor says it's from 31 minutes to 1 hour. But your first exam practice question for this scenario has a patient who's done 1 hour and 30 minutes of infusion. How would you code it? It's just this number. Even though this is supposed to be 30 minutes to 1 hour. This is actually 1 hour and 30 minutes. If you get down here and you need to add your add-on code for an additional hour, you don't use it until you are at 1 hour and 31 minutes. And only by practicing those exam questions, getting them wrong, and finding out what they mean, because the guidelines are written really confusing and it's hard to understand what they mean and what the descriptor means. You wouldn't know until you practice the exam questions. So the meat of what you need is those exam questions. Then you need to go through here, put your scenarios down, and then you also need to write down one-word differences between these CPT codes when they start out with the same descriptor, like CT, CT. This is for guidance. This one's for needle placement, and this one's for ablation. So ablation goes here, and this is for needle guide. Writing those differences down will help you on the ones that start out with the same info, so that you don't have to go through here and figure out what your differences are, because these are the ones that they're going to pick for on this CPC exam. They'll pick 2 that have the same descriptor, and you have to sit there and analyze and see which ones, why they're different. Sometimes it's easy to figure out what's different, and sometimes it's almost impossible to figure out what's different in a very short time. You've got to do 25 questions every hour. So you got 60 minutes in an hour. So 25 questions per hour is fast. You wouldn't think it is, but it is fast. And you got to keep going. And you don't really have a lot of time to analyze these codes. So writing that one-word difference is super helpful. Keeping up with your do nots, because you don't want to pick the answer that actually has one of these included in it as a possible answer. I guarantee you one of those scenarios on that exam will have something that says do not use it. And that's why it's so helpful to mark those up in the book. Mendez wants Friday. Go into your website now. Friday may not show up available. Just book the next available and write the message in there. I want Friday at 10 a.m. and then I'll have you booked. Do you think taking it once to get a feel for it is better to not be nervous? It's exactly what I did, Michelle. Back in the day, it was always 2 tries. It never was this weird thing where you didn't get 2 tries. It was always 2 tries. Back in 2018, I think it was. So I never wanted to learn to code, ever. I don't want to do it. I'm just an auditor. But in 2019, they canceled all of our audits at work. So I had some downtime and I like to stay busy. So I decided to get the CPC just to get people off my back because they worry me all the time about it. Not the job did. They didn't need it, but other people in the industry. So that's exactly what I did. I knew that CPC, you got 2 tries, so I booked it right away just to get a feel for it. I went through the exam and I highlighted all the codes that were on the exam as possible answers. And then, or vocabulary terms, I went to each ICD-10 code and highlighted each one that was possible and went to the body parts and all the pictures and highlighted anything that was a vocabulary term. And then I came home and studied that because that gave me I could audit that and say, okay, they picked so many questions out of this section, but which codes did they pick? Was it always in the CT section, or was it always in the catheters, or was it in the excisional surgeries, or was it mostly scopes? What was it in that chapter that intrigued them, that had them picking out what questions or which codes they would ask me on? So I studied just what was on that exam, and came up with my own way of taking the exam from the exam's point of view. And then after I passed, of course, I joined the AAPC's Facebook thing, group, and started watching everybody else and realized there was a lot of people failing it. And I was like, I don't know why. You got to do it from the exam's point of view, especially when they gave away all those free courses. They gave away the CPB, the CIC, and the COC free courses. Well, I signed up for all those courses since they were free, and was pretty shocked at how unhelpful I knew those courses were going to be compared to what was on the exam. And AAPC just had a little lunch break talk today with their director of examinations on their Facebook chat today. And I caught that live and was, she said directly that the course is not a reflection of what's going to be on the exam. Those are 2 totally separate things. So a lot of people buy that course thinking it's going to prepare them for the exam. Well, that's 2 different things. They don't want them joined at all. So quite interesting. All right. Annie will get it next time. So will MK. MK will get it next time too. Yeah, I don't have it open. If I opened it at 10 a.m., 15 million people would grab it. If you book the next available, Diana, I'll move you right now to that date. Let's see. Just book, I think, whatever it is, like September or whatever it shows is available. I have no idea. Let's see. Somebody booked. Oh, that was group workshop. Okay, so that was workshop. So, yep, I had 3 booked for the workshop 2 minutes ago. But if you book, it'll let me know right here, and then I can put you in Friday's spot. All right. I can manually move it whatever day you pick is what I mean. What did AACP say about the transition sheets? So I sent my video to Alex about it, and he said, hey, Jen, let me look into it this morning at 7:15. They run at their own little pace, so he's looking into it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I sent him.
I wonder if AAPC will allow transparent sticky notes if we're not creating extra space. We're just putting the tracing of a drawing we might want to draw on and placing it on the available white space. Do you think that would be okay?
So he got back with me today, and he said he's looking into it. And so I don't know how long it would take to go through their committees. So I don't expect an answer fast. Because they do everything by committee there. So we'll see. I could be shocked and wake up tomorrow and there'll be an answer, but I'll let you know. All right. And if I'm taking the CMAA and the CBCS exams, will those questions that you will be going over to help me? I can. I try to stick with on these lives pretty much CPC or CRC or CCS. But if I know there's interest in other certificates, of course, I can present those. I'm fixing to, hold on, go to my website. I have purchased so many of those specialities, and I can go over any of those. I have them all, just all kinds of specialities that we can do. I just need to know if there's interest. And of course that helps out with tutoring because I've got their questions and can go in there and quiz you on them too. So that's helpful. What did I do with tonight's live? What is today? 22? Ooh, I got so many things open. Where's my live? No, I didn't close it. Did I close it? I hope I didn't close it. Let me open up our thing for tonight. Oh, I wrote it on this. That's not what I did. That is not what I did. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the questions I had open for tonight. Where did I go? Where did I go? There it is. Here they are. Yay. Okay. I got them back open. The more I test, I will not be nervous and anxious because I will be becoming more familiar each time. So by the time I take the exam, I'll be relaxed. Yeah, that's absolute. That is true. Plus, you got to remember Jen's on your shoulder. You've got me in your head, so you can remember all the steps. Don't look at the question. Don't read it from beginning to end. You'll never get done with 25 questions the first hour. So please go straight to the answers. Go straight to the codes. Let the codes tell you what their differences are. And that difference, you search the question for and pick the right answer and move on. That's all you got to do. I finished school for certified billing and physician coding, but I need to test. I'm glad I found you. I'm glad you found me too. No worries, Michelle. Happy to help. Hey, moms. How's it going? Yes, the exam is all multiple choice. 100 questions, 4 hours. Yeah, the AAPC course is overwhelming. It has a lot of lectures in it, and just skip it. Go straight to the questions and answers at the end of the chapter. Also, don't forget, under Blackboard, you've got, usually most courses have this thing a lot of people don't even know that's there. Hold on, get back into there. If you go into course material, there are answers that you can download for some of the course material. I'll log back in. So course material, and then you go down to an answer key, and then you download that, and then that brings up the answer key for a lot of your chapter questions too. So don't forget about you have that in case you need it. Oh, I have done the course with AAPC, took the exam twice and failed. How can I study without paying for it? Stick here with me and I'll show you how. And take the exam. Well, you have to pay for the repeat examinations. I can't do anything about that. But you can practice exam questions with me. And the more you practice these questions and the more you get your book marked up, the way I think you should prepare it for the exam, which is totally different from all those other bats and chums and other things, the better off you will be. My notes are from the exam point of view, not from a coder point of view. So we only write notes if it's important for the exam. And what notes we do write are important for the exam. Will help you pick out your correct answers quickly. I tried watching Sunday's Zoom and it says this recording does not exist. Sunday's Zoom is on there. Are you, let me see. I did clean up some space because they were fussing at me, but I didn't. I just deleted private lessons. Hold on. We detect an unusual log on. Who's unusual logging on? Is that me or is that you? Let me go here and see if it does it here. ZOOM. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I know it's not this one. That's not it. It's got to be over here. Yep, it's got to be here. It said they sent me a code. I got all this double verification stuff. Yes, I got a code. I got a code. Yes. To my email. They sent it to my email. Oh, Lord. Code. All right. Oh, I can't remember that. I have to take a picture of it because I can't remember. My short-term memory is gone. So, 7, 8. I know. Verify. That is me. That is me. Where are my recordings? Ooh. You're right. The recording is gone. Oh, no. I don't know what happened. I'm getting an error code with their website. It says code resource exception ID error. Hold on. Looks like. I know Twinkle has a copy of it. So, and she was editing it. So I'm not sure. It's saying something about request resource not found. Some sort of status error. I'm not seeing it on mine either. I'll contact them and see what's going on. But I know Twinkle has a copy of it. Hopefully she downloaded it. If not, it's lost if they don't have it. That's terrible. That's terrible. Because I know they said starting in July, they are only going to be recording 40 minutes of it, but I have a paid account. I paid them $200 or something for long-term memories, wherever. Where would I find that account? Anyway, now I got to go. Yeah, it says I'm licensed, so I've paid. Like if you look at the account, it says, I said something right there, licensed. So I've paid them to save all my stuff. So I don't know why it's not there. There's nothing there. Not even the tutoring from this morning with Miss Edwards. Nothing's there. And I know it should be there. So that's terrible. Anyway, I'll just have to pray that Twinkle has it. Lord, if it ain't one thing, it's another one. Always. Thanks for letting me know. I never would have known it wasn't there. Kimberly booked tutoring. I don't know if she's the same name as who wanted Fridays. Hopefully y'all put messages in there to tell me what's going on. Okay, this lady is an angel sent from heaven to help. No. You've been watching me for 3 weeks. I'm so sorry about my voice and my kids and me yelling at them and who knows whatever else is on there. But I know a lot of people do not. They would prefer somebody that would just be on topic all the time. And I apologize. I'm never on topic. Sorry. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're learning a lot. I try to do that with purpose. I don't want to waste your time for sure. I just signed up for tomorrow morning. Kimberly. Okay. All right, Kimberly. I see. I think you bought 2, didn't you? Switch it to tomorrow. I can edit session 10:30 my time. I have no idea what time that is for you, but 10 a.m. tomorrow is saved and you will get an email with that update. Okay. All right. 10 o'clock my time. So it is 7:15 p.m. here. So 10 a.m. tomorrow my time is good for you. And I don't know who wants Friday at 10 a.m. Just let me know. If anybody wants it, you can book and I can switch. Okay. I didn't know I could skip the lectures on aapc until I was halfway through it. It took me over a year. Oh no. Yeah, just skip the lectures. Just skip it. And you can, once you take that one chapter exam on Blackboard too, and if you didn't pass it, you got 68% on that chapter review. And you have to pass them by 70. You can print that to PDF, bring up that quiz on one side of your computer, and then bring up the other side as your current repeat exam. They will bring you a new exam and it'll be out of order compared to the one you took, but all the questions will be right there. They might put in a few new ones, but you can Google the answers or just at least use that sheet that you've already got from your previous exam because they'll have the answers on it and what you did wrong. You can Control F and find the question. A lot easier than searching, but you can answer it by bringing up the previous exam that you had. And if you need help showing you how to do that, I can show y'all how to do that. I just need to take a chapter quiz so I can show y'all. That's so weird that you don't have an answer key. I wonder why I have an answer key, but maybe it's because I am a guest educator for them. They gave me an answer key. I have no idea. I know I got to pay them $3,000 a year if I want to be an educator for them. I don't like their curriculum. Maybe if they got a better curriculum, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I like all their test questions, their practice questions and stuff. They're cool, but I don't know. I'd have to change the curriculum up a lot. I don't know what I could do in there to do with the curriculum to make it worth paying them $3,000 for it. I don't know. I took a course so long ago. Should I take a class again? Heck no. Glamp? No way. Don't take a class. No, 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 no. That'll just confuse you. Thank you for all the loves and the hearts. Those are so cute. That's probably me. I get kicked out. ESP. Oh no. I don't see how to see the answer key. That is so weird. Why do I have an answer key and you guys don't? It's under it. Maybe it's because I'm a guest educator. I don't know. I didn't know they gave that only to me. I thought that would be for everybody. But it's under answer key, and it's under course materials. The bubble that says course materials. Right there. Course materials. You click there and then scroll down past the course syllabus, the lecture troubleshooting, the software program, and then the answer keys there right before the grading calculation. But then again, I don't know what they're doing. Yes. Don't want to spend money. No more money. You already got to pay $500 to take the exam, $300 or more or whatever on the books, and then $190 for the membership. It's enough money. That's enough. Don't do anything else. And the course isn't going to help you. I've only met one person who said the course was helpful for them and they passed the exam. Everybody else who's ever paid for that was upset by the time they took their exam and tried to pass the certification and realized the course didn't help them at all. They don't know what to do. Thank you so much. Sending it to you right now. Twinkle, you are a life saver. She saved that workshop. Bless her heart. She saved it for Sunday. Oh my gosh, or I'd have to refund everybody. That's crazy. So I will post it on YouTube and I will add everybody's email address into it so that you guys can have access to it. It just won't be on Zoom anymore until they get whatever is wrong with their system working again. Anyway, Twinkle, you are a lifesaver. I owe you so much tutoring whenever you get ready. When are you going to take your exam? Look at her. She's finished editing while I've been sitting here chit-chatting, and she sent it to my email. Y'all, everybody thank Twinkle so much. She is a doll. She just saved that workshop. Okay. Hey, Star Girl. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. You wanted Thursday, not Friday. Did I book it for Friday? Did I book it the wrong day? I probably did. What's... Oh, what did I do with it? Where is she at? Go right here. Let me see. What did I do? Edit session. Oh, I didn't even do anything to it or something. Good gracious. June 23rd. Okay. I only changed the time. I didn't change the date. I am so sorry. Sometimes I am not a dirty blonde. I'm just all blonde. Ooh, good gracious. Okay. All right. See if you got that updated email. I think that's better. Let's go back to the calendar. All I did was change the time. Jeez. Okay, Kim, got you down for 10 a.m. tomorrow, Thursday the 23rd. It's there on my calendar now. Oh, you're a mama too? Aw. That was Michelle. We all are real people with real lives, for sure. People don't like it, though, when they're trying to study. We try to keep on topic. We try. I was doing pretty good, I think, most of the time. I try. I struggle through biology class. Just started the billing and coding program. A&P was scary as heck for me. I passed them, but I took mine in the summer, so it was 4 days a week, 4-hour classes, but it was only 30 days so that I could do the whole A&P all in and get it done. And then I did the second A&P in the summertime, 4 weeks, done. Then I didn't have to do I didn't think I could do 6 months of A&P, learning every little nerve and body part and all that stuff. I knew I'd learn on the job what I needed to do. It's 10:15 p.m. there, Kimberly. I know I got to get started. You're on the West Coast. I am in Arizona. We have no time zone here. We do not fall forward. We don't go backwards. We don't do anything. We're out in the West. Okay, no problem. All right. What's a good remote place to work? Optum is good. I mean, any job is great to work from home. Heck, Amazon needs coders right now for their pharmacy mail order program. So that's so crazy, Red, that there's no answer key for you guys. Which course is it for, Red? Yay, Twinkle. Yay, Twinkle. Okay, which books do you recommend for someone to teach themselves medical coding? Just the AAPC, CPC workbook, study book. What do they call that? Study book? Yeah. Even if you get a prior year like 2019, it is still full of information. Everything you would need to know as far as anatomy and some practice questions. Just AAPC's workbook is the only study book you need if you want one. And you can find an older version on eBay, McCary, Goodwill, even Facebook Marketplace probably. Great. Good, Kimberly. Hey, Coral, how's it going? I made a TikTok with your name in it today. Can I be added to the email list? Crispy? Yes, just go to medicalcodingbyjen.com, log into an account there, make your own account there, and you'll get my emails. I only email out when I have a workshop or something. Portland, Oregon. Aw. It's a beautiful country. I've been on vacation there. You've got the CPC one. Heck, the COC, the CIC, CPB all had answer keys, and now the CPMA, whatever, it has an answer key. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I've never paid for them for the CPC course. I never saw a need for it, but yes, the AAPC study guide. There you go. That's the name of it, Annie. Thank you. I get tongue-tied. It's got a lot of info in it. You don't need to memorize everything in it, but heck, it's a good study guide. It's got everything you need in it. I have an answer key if you go to under CPC Prep A to Z MCT CPC Review Answers. That's in the course. That's cool. I hope you find it. ESP in red. I hope you find it. Twinkle, you are a star. A star. I'm pulling up the practice questions now. I just got to find them again because I got off that. There we go. So I want my next Sunday workshop to be on OB, anything female reproductive, I'm assuming, and lab and path and E&M. So I was getting started on finding some female reproductive stuff already. It's not till July 17th, but I thought I'd share with some of the questions that I found today and see if y'all can answer some of these. Sorry, then course material, it'll be right above the grading calculation. Ooh. Would practice code be fill in the blank? And if you didn't write it like these two, you got the answer wrong, and that slows you down because it takes you forever to figure out what you did wrong because they won't accept the answer and it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. But that's bad that their examples and stuff they're trying to teach you in practice code all have it written out like this, but then only accept answers like this. It's ridiculous. That's one issue I know about. And then other issues are it's fill in the blank. There you get no A, B, C, or D. So if you're going for a certification exam, those are all A, B, C's, and D's. It's going to slow you down. You're going to really have to, it's totally different from the certification exams. So it's meant, practice code is meant to give you experience, real world coding like you would in an office so that they can take the A off your apprenticeship so that you can say you've actually worked is what that is. The goal is for. I can't say whether it'll help you with the other certificates or not, really. Yeah. Good gracious. That's crazy. That y'all don't have that. Okay. First question, if I can get my camera to focus. Y'all, I miss Betty. I hope she's doing okay. I know her papa was not feeling well, so I hope her daddy gets better and we hear from Betty. I think of her every time I pick up my pen and try to get my camera to focus because her daughter helped me figure out how to get my camera to focus. All right, let me get some water. Here's y'all a medical term. What type of procedure is it? Me too. I've been doing the same, Twinkle. That's why. Yeah. I don't want to intrude on her privacy, but I may have to start stalking. I don't know. I just want to know she's okay. That's all. Y'all are correct. It is A, by the way. If you didn't know it, and you need to know it, and what would you do with that information? Even if you do know it, you never know what's going to happen during your CPC exam or any kind of exam at all. Stress is a real killer of grades for sure. And if you have any testing anxiety at all, I would recommend taking episiotomy, vocabulary term, writing it here on your female reproductive system anywhere you want. Write the definition down of the episiotomy of the answer that AAPC wants. that they're saying it's an incision. So that way you have it. And if for you guys that have the AAPC course, every single question, every single quiz question, every single chapter review question, even if you know it, if you just went and put that info here where it should go or where you think you could find it, the more you write it, the more you're familiar with it. Also, you'll have it, an entire course, questions and answers written in your CPT book. It can be invaluable during the middle of your exam. If your brain is freaking out because you're so anxious and you just want to verify that a pediostomy was an incision, you'll have it there and it can give you some peace of mind too. Anyway, I forgot my name and date of birth. When they asked me, I had my driver's license, I had my books, I had, everything. And I wasn't even there to take it to pass. I was just there to audit it. But I had my driver's license out. I had my AAPC membership ID number. I wasn't prepared for them to ask me my date of birth. It wasn't in my brain to have thought of that day. And I just looked at them like, what? So anyway, plus I was 20 minutes early for the exam, but the room was completely full, like a lot of people, and everybody was already there sitting at the tables. There was nowhere to sit but up front in front of everybody. So of course I had social anxiety going on at the second. And it was awful. If a woman has a pap smear performed by her gynecologist, what part of the female anatomy would be involved? Hey MK, how's it going? Well, it looked like from all the other answers, one's an incision, one's a procedure, one's a removal, one's the lining removal. If you want to put perineum, that they have to enlarge. I know I'm butchering it, but it's an incision. That's the most important thing, that it is an incision. And it's just to make room for that baby. So let's look at our... Yes, Jill, sorry. Hey, MK. You and I got to get together for an E&M session. You got time for Friday, by the way? Because you and I need to do E&M. Let's see. Yeah, let me see if I can't squunchy my questions in again. Get them. It's probably mess up the... There we go. Now we can get it in. There we go. You had 30 people in one room. I did too when I took it in person. It was, I don't even know. But I wasn't there to take the exam. I was just there to highlight what codes were being used on it. But I was still, nervous being in front of all those strangers in a very small closed room. It was full of people. This was well before COVID and social distancing. They had you shoulder to shoulder with people and all these books and stuff. So it was a lot of people. And having to be there 6 hours and you're the last one to walk in. It's ridiculous. It was not fun. But I got the info that I needed so that I knew what to study, went home and studied that, and then I switched my second try to online because I just started doing it online and passed. Easy. That was a lot easier. I thought the exam was a lot easier online. But it could have been just the anxiety of being in a room full of other people too. Yeah, you got lots of 100s, didn't you? It's awesome. When you took yours, it was a room full of 60 people. Oh, bless y'all's hearts. Yes, cervix. Yes, pap smears are done on the cervix. Okay. Let's go see what our differences are on these codes. So if we go to 59610, 596. So the CPC exam is multiple choice. What I like to do is just go straight to the answers first. Of course, your questions on the real exam won't present this way. Your question will be on top and then your answers will be below, just like this. So I recommend taking index card, a piece of paper, whatever you've got, and block the question out of view. If you read the questions, they are full of propaganda. They use a psychologist to write some of these questions. Knowing how the human nature is, how we are meant to, how we, in general, as humans, read test questions, they write them creatively, trying to see if they can trick you. So we want to avoid reading the questions altogether. I don't recommend reading the questions at all. What I recommend doing is going straight to the CPT codes. See what the CPT codes say their differences are. And making note of that. So if you're taking your exam in person or at home, you have a dry erase board, or you can write all over your exam booklet when you're taking your exam in person. So our difference on this 96V10, this is the total package. This is where a lady gives birth, and the same doctor that has done all of her prenatal care, all of her delivery, and her 6 to 8 week post-op care, all in one. It's also a delivery after a C-section. So it's after a C-section. So we're going to go vaginally after previous pregnancies had a C-section. And that's what they call a VBAC, if you ever hear that slang being used. Our 14 is just the delivery of the baby and the post-op care. So right now I'm writing T for total package. And now I'm writing delivery, D, even though it doesn't look like a D, but it's a D. Let's do that. A D with the post-op care. It just means something to me. You come up with your own plan, but y'all need to practice writing something down, because you don't want to go to your exam and not do it like I do it. Because if you go to the CPT codes, you look at the differences, you figure out what all 4 of them differences are. You can't retain that difference in your head. By the time you skim the question and try to find the differences, you're going to forget. But if you have it written down on the practice exam booklet or on your dry erase board, you don't have to go back to the CPT book and look again. You can pull over your bubble in sheet, which will be a separate piece of paper, and you can just bubble in the one as you go up here and look at your test question and bubble it in. And you've got it really close to your answer sheet so that you can bubble in quickly. You don't want to go back and take the eyes off of these and end up looking in the CPT book and getting confused and bubble in the wrong bubble. I see it happen all the time. A lot of these people that don't pass are super close to 70. So one question can make a difference. So anyway, our 9426, our 9426 is 7 visits of antepartum, whatever. And then our 00 is our all total vaginal package. It's a total package. So it's probably just a difference between these two, the 400 and the 10, because they like to pick things that are total similarities. That there's two that are super close, but there's one difference. The one difference in this one is that the mother had previous C-section with other deliveries. And then this one is just routine total delivery without the C-section part in it. So as we go through here, we do see our word VBAC, vaginal delivery after C-section. We know our only answer. It could be just knowing that total difference will either be the 96 or the 14. We just need to know if they had total package care or if it was just the delivery and postpartum. Yep, we got B. We got B. All right, let's go to this next one. Oh, come on, camera. Come on, camera. What'd you go away for? What'd you go away for? Come on. Come on. Another good thing to do for your book prep, I wrote down several examples. Like if we have twins, both born vaginal, that's the answer. If we have twins, one vaginal, one C-section, that's the answer. If you have twins, both C-section, that's the answer. Stuff like that you get from these questions is totally cool. Totally worth having in your notes for sure. All right, 566. Let's go see what's going on with those real quick. 566. Five, 6, 6, 20. So 20 is a removal of the vulva. Oof. 30 is radical, so that's super deep. They're gonna make AKA terms of an extended procedure, extensive. They really like. They may even say the word deep. Those kind of things is our 30. Our 31 is unilateral, and our 32 is bilateral. So let's see what we got going on. We can just choose from the bottom up what we're doing. And it does say half of the patient's vulva. And then it removes the lymph nodes bilaterally. Try to stick to the bottom of the question because some of this stuff we just don't even need to know. She does have cancer, which usually ends up being a radical, right? The 30, 31, and 32 are all radical. These are all radicals. And we do need to note about our diagnosis codes here. Would we do a D code or would we do a C code? D is correct. That's what they got. Yep, 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 yep. All right. So we got some integumentary, but our exam that we're in right now, I told you, and what we've been doing is all OB stuff. So your CPC exam will be in order. If they start out with diagnosis codes, you'll be in diagnosis codes for a while. If you do integumentary, you're in integumentary for your 6 questions, then you move on to muscles and then move on to something else. Usually they're in correct order of whatever you're doing. So I would already be leery of those 1,000 codes, and I would go straight to these two to see what's going on, because I know I'm already in my section of females. What is our code? Which we probably don't even need to worry about since it's in both answers. And all we need to worry about is our diagnosis code, because the only difference is either, it's just our 83 and our 69. That's it. Because this isn't going to change anything if we look up the code. So I would already eliminate that one and eliminate that one. And then I would run to that diagnosis code and go to T83. This person's had an injury of some sort. T8369. T8369 is an infection, other prosthetic device. 83 is a hemorrhage. So that's the only differences. And I like the AAPC version of the ICD-10 book because the differences in those codes are green, which I really like because I wish our CPT book did this. The 69, where's the 69? Right there. That green says other. And then if I come over here to our, what was the other one? 83. If I come to 83, it says a hemorrhage. That's our difference. It's just infection or hemorrhage. So I like that. Yep. So the T code is on 1194 of the ICD-10 book, which is in a totally different book than the CPT book. So, oh Lord, the top to the hot tub just blew off. Look, I got wind. I did clean the windows today some. The wind is picking up outside. See the wind? I didn't snap the lid down and it just blew off. Oh, the wind is crazy. We got some wind up. I cleaned the hot tub today. Had to take those filters out and clean them. It was so disgusting. All the oils and stuff. It was gross. It looks pretty now, but it was gross. I put in a new charcoal thingy. I don't think I've gotten into that thing, but once or twice, maybe when I moved in here, like in 2013. I've been too busy ever since. I haven't even gotten into it. The kids get into it, but I don't. Oh, good gracious. All right. Sorry. So we are doing, it just scared me when that lid came off. All right.
I just took a shower so that I smell good in the morning.
Yeah, I bet your hair's still stinky. Hey, will you come close the hot tub? The wind just blew the lid off. And do the snaps. I didn't do the snaps on the thingy. Yep, we're doing B. We got 83 for sure. Oh, geez. I don't think he can do it all by himself. The wind just about blew him down. Did it break? Get in the middle, Travis. Middle. Middle. This way. Come here. Travis, you're not listening. Travis. Okay, I gotta go help him. I'll be right back. I'll let y'all look up the next code because he is getting blown over by the wind. Oh. Travis, you're not listening.
You just killed me.
Who killed you? All right. Covers back on the hot tub, and it is a blustery night. Blustery. Yeah, it's my mom's house. She asked us to move in when my dad passed away. She didn't want to live here by herself. So that was Mom and Dad's hot tub. I can't take credit for none of it. It's theirs. So y'all picked out B for this one. As y'all's differences, we got vaginal bleeding. Yeah. Let's see if you're correct. You are. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. There are study guides. Let me show you. My goal is to make a study guide from the exam point of view, which I think would be a whole lot easier, but AAPC does sell a study guide. I think they only sell it in PDF version now, but even if you got an older year version, it doesn't matter. It has everything in it that you need and more. It's got everything you need in it to learn how to code as a coder or whatever, but you don't need every word, but it starts out with what you need. This is a question from the CPC exam, is hierarchy of providers. This is a question from the CPC exam right here. You can pick up these workbooks. It's just a workbook from like Goodwill, anywhere. It'll go chapter by chapter, and it's got practice exam questions in it. It's got medical terminology in it for each chapter, whatever you need to know. And then it'll give you coding tips and things for coding. It's really good. It's just a lot of information, but it's from AAPC, and it's the best one out there on the market. It's just a lot of information, a lot. You'd be surprised what they can put in 300 pages. It's a lot. I'd like to make my own study guide from the exam point of view. And I started working on it last year and never did finish because the new books came out in October and I had to get started on the books. So I'll keep working on it. One of these days I'll get it. What I do have, which is super helpful right now, is word of mouth from other people that just took their exam, and they tell us what vocabulary words were on their exam, what CPT codes are on there. We have that in our Etsy store, and purchases of that document go to give people tutoring or copies of my notes for free. And let's see, it's called What Has Been on the Exam in the Last 45 Days. It's funny, but it's this document that's on Etsy, and it starts out with those Medicare, just what I just showed you in that workbook, but it's a good document because it's raw information just from people who recently took the exam. They may tell you that trichomonas was on their exam. If you don't know what trichomonas is, it's on the exam. Be sure and know what the definition is, that kind of thing. It may just tell you that 56605 was on their exam. And if you just have a CPT code, you can go look it up, write some scenarios, ask me what should be the one word difference in that code, whatever, and network with everybody else in our study group to find out any information that you need to know for that code before the exam. That's huge. I wish I'd had that before I took the exam. I think that's one of the most valuable kind of study guides that we have. But just knowing one vocabulary word is great. I also have it in the store on my website at medicalcodingbygyn.com. It's there too. A little cheaper than on Etsy just because there's no Etsy fees. It's instant download. And if you haven't already, please join our study group. It's on Discord. You got to download the Discord app. And then we have all these practice rooms where you can practice questions. We've posted them, what to expect on your exam day. If you don't know how to run Discord and how to use it, please go to the Discord tips room and scroll up. There's a video in the very beginning of that room. But we even have job resources, anatomy. I was posting in that last night. So I did the bone breakage all on one little thing. I like that. All the different types of fractures. So if you haven't joined Discord, that's all free and there for you guys to network with each other and help out each other. And plus I try to help too. Do you think they changed the exam a lot since January? No, they haven't actually. No, you don't have to buy it again. Once you buy that document, I will email you when I have updates. I haven't done an update since 6/2, I believe. So I'll do one in a minute. Do you think they changed the exam a lot since January? No. I don't, actually. I don't. The vocabulary words and the CPT codes that are coming back from people who were taking their exam just this week are some of the same ones that I've heard over and over again, even since January. Where is that lady? Somebody on Instagram sent me a list of what was on her exam. I don't know what I did with it. I've copied so much information down since then. But trichomonas was one of the number one things that popped into my head because that was what she said, and that word has been on the exam since I took my exam, and it's been on the exam consistently since October of last year. They have a set pool of questions that they can pull for any exam set, and they don't change very often. You can get this set of questions or that set of questions depending on your luck. The best exam to not get is exam C. You don't want that one. It's very high level vocabulary, like you need to be a doctor and understand a lot more anatomy than I think is required for a CPC exam. They just throw everything at you on that one. I can't find the thing right now. Maybe it's under Instagram. No, it's not there either. I don't know what I did with it. But anyway. Is it worth $109? Oh, a new one? No. Try to find you an old one. An old used copy on McCary. It's a great website too, or app for resellers. I sell on it. Well, used to. I haven't done it in a while, but like, let me see, like sell. Yeah. If y'all ever wanted to sell, look, $8,000 on that thing. I use it for, that's like 2 years worth or more. I don't have anything up for sale right now, but it's really good because as a seller, the buyer has 3 days to like it or love it, and that's it. And then the deal is done and you move on with your life. Not like Etsy or Amazon or anything else. But McCary's a good and trustworthy site to use for trying to find that book. I wonder if they got any on it. We also have people in our group who are selling their books. I don't know of anybody that's selling their study guide because I don't even think they print it anymore. But there's somebody that has one for $60 on McCary. There's another one for $50, and that's just last year's. That's a really good deal. But no, don't pay $100. Maybe you and a buddy could go in and split the fee for that, and then you take pictures of the book and send it to her. I don't know, but I'm not trying to do anything illegal, but y'all could share, network with each other, maybe that, but that's a really good one right there. Yeah, really good. That's a really good deal. Don't try to look around, check your local Goodwill, check the local library. Yeah. Okay. I do not mail hard copies of anything. I don't have a printer capable of doing anything like that. And all my PDFs are in color, like the pages. So, and this is a 1,000-page book. That would be crazy. It's all instant download PDFs in color. You can go to Etsy, or you can go to, let's see. Where's the website? Am I on? Nope. I need to go here, and I need to go right here. So here's my website, Medical Coding by Jen. Social Links is cool because it has the Discord group. Once you downloaded Discord, you go to the social group thing and just click on this little join now, and it'll take you straight to the Discord. The other thing that is cool is the shop that has the ICD-10, the HIPICS exam prep for those sections in that shop, and it also has what has been on the exam in the last 45 days, and you instantly download it from there. The other thing that is cool, under members only, go to CPT book prep, and I show you picture by picture of what I'm doing to my CPT book and how you can fix yours to look just like mine. And you just click on each picture. It's free. It'll tell you what I did, why I did it, and how you can do it, and how I did my ICD-10 book prep. If you don't want to buy pages of it, you can recreate it yourself, and you just follow my directions right here. And then I have some one-sheet guideline information that's free here too that y'all can have, that you can make updates near the codes. So the website's pretty cool. I'm working on it. I'm trying, but I'm just one person, so I'm trying to do a lot with what I can. So let's get back to our practice questions real quick so we can get some OB stuff going on. So probably a difference between our 20 and 25 here. One's in the 8-7s, one's in the 8-9s. And see what our differences are. The 8-7. Oh, Lord. All right. Our 8-7, our 8-7-20 is an excision. Our 8-9-25 is under excision also. The differences are the spleen. We're adding a spleen in there with the oophorectomy. Oh, yeah. So very cool. Can someone share what was in there who took exam C? If someone gets the same exam C again, so do they repeat the questions? Yes, they do, MK. They do. Jess had exam B twice, and she had the first exam she took was exam C. Then she took exam B. The third time she took it was exam B again, and she passed. And it was the same questions as the previous one. Maybe not in the same order, but it was definitely the same questions, same anatomy, same hernia questions. It was great. She was able to pass and do it with confidence that time. So we're definitely going to be in our our 25, because we are only doing the cystectomy, right? Removing a cyst, just a cyst, and we're not doing any oophorectomies or anything. No octomies. OTE. So we're definitely going to be in our 25s. And then we just need to know, does a 20 go with it or an 00? And our 00 and our 20. Ooh, with the removal of part or all the ovary. But the ovary was otherwise normal. The left was necrotic, so they removed it. Only one unilateral. That's expensive, but it does have a lot of helpful info in it. Yep, you can write it into your CPT book. Can you choose the type of exam to avoid exam C? I wish, Wiki, I wish. It's all random. A and B are the two easiest exams to get. There's an H. And probably other versions, but A and B are the easiest. Yeah. The medicalcodingbyjen.com. Thanks, Twinkle. I appreciate your efforts to make it making a wonderful network. I'm trying. We got 1,000 people in that study group, and all those rooms are just full of information anytime you need it. Yep, the best part is y'all are helping each other. Oh, look, Brook Run has it for $9.75. Nice. Go to CPC Study Guide. Do a Google search. Switch your search to shopping. And sometimes, yes, you can find those CPC study guides cheaper. Just make sure. Travis? I see one for sale for $100, but that's too much. We don't want that. You can't see the bottom of the case. Sorry. There we go. Not much left on it. You probably... I think that's what our 51 modifier is for. If we go to our codes, and a lot of their examples are not done. It's just for the multiple procedures. The example that's given to you by AAPC is not an example for coding in real life. This is make-believe. You won't be adding in all the proper modifiers. You won't be doing scenarios like you do as a coder. And that's why this exam really hinders a lot of people who are in the profession already coding, and they just need the certification so they can get that raise or something. Because none of these scenarios are going to be correct as far as real life coding scenarios. So adding those type of modifiers aren't going to be helpful. Everybody's correct in saying that B is your answer for this one, for sure. Yep. Thank you for the sharing. That's how you found them, by Googling and searching. I can tell you are at a disadvantage if you do not get the AAPC version. It can be prior year. It's fine. Of the HitPix book, be sure and get your HitPix book of the AAPC version so that you can have everything you need to be able to take the exam with it. They put 100 of your medical coding guidelines from CMS sheets in the back of their HitPix book, and that's where they get their rules and regulations on things like ambulance services or how to even code a diabetic. It's all back there. Multiple procedures. Okay. Here's our next example. So we've got a difference between, well, it looks like the first code. See, we've got 3 that do the 10, so I bet we're going to be doing 10. We've got twins, don't we? Let's see. Let's see if we have twins. If we do, then we know one of them was, probably C-section. Just knowing what these codes are is kind of helpful because I'm seeing either twins here because we got 2 delivery codes or 1. So that's helpful just to know that much about the codes. So 5, 9, 5, 10. We got something going on. C-section package. Ooh, let's see. What have we got? We got pregnant with, twins. First baby is delivered vaginally. The other one is transverse, so we end up doing a C-section after a vaginal delivery. Remember, I had put these examples in my book where I know if I have one vagi and one C-section, how I'm going to code. That's going to be my answer for that one. So that's super handy to have in the book. Then I only need to look for that answer that has the 10 first and then the 09 afterwards. So it could be the B or it could be the D. The rest of them are garbage. So then what's my differences between the B and the D? They start out with the same first 2 codes, right? And then right here, we're going to have a difference in the diagnosis codes right away. So we've got the 42 versus the 2XX2. These long ones makes me freeze. I like to just get rid of things so that they're not in my way. I've got one of my throwaways, the A, has the same setup as B, which is nice because sometimes your throwaways point you to the right answer. Our D doesn't have a similar answer like any of the other throwaways. So I'd be leaning towards B for sure. Let's check out our twins. Second baby. Yep. Y'all are right. B is your answer. But I like how A has the same diagnosis in it that lets me know that I think B is the right answer because none of the other throwaways have a same answer. See, this is 43 where this is 42. It's not the same. I see that often in some of their questions. That's our rationale. Some of their rationale is just crazy long. This is one of their guideline questions that somebody was asking me at the very beginning of this live. Let me push this down so I can get it all onto one document instead of it split up onto 2 pages. There we go. So it's more of a modifier thing, but it's still like a billing thing because that's what it was. It wasn't a guideline. It was somebody was asking me about billing and charges things. And get this moved over. Sometimes the formatting on this to receive gets so wonky. There we go. So we got a patient with an annual wellness visit. If you don't know what that abbreviation stands for, be sure and get it written. And remember that you have abbreviations in the back of your CPT book on the very back cover that can help you during your exam. So when AAPC, we got detailed assessment for comorbidities. It's just would be billed for an extensive review of 5 or more cognitive, restrictive, moderate complexity, and detailed assessment. So, 5 or more performance and physical, cognitive, moderate. I don't think it's a redo. Does it look like it's a redo? Assessment was 3 to 5. 3 to 5 or 5 or more. 5 or more. Yeah, I like B too. There is a question that is about the redo, but I don't guess I copied that one down. This one, I think, minimum to moderate modifications. Yep. This one's B. B is our answer. Thank you. So a lot of that I would write down next to B as a good example. I have, what did I do? I did a 6-5 example. I don't have 6-6. For 6-5, I have an example of a patient with moderate vision loss. That's so weird. Impairment in both eyes. Sent to the hospital for occupational therapy eval. That's so weird. Low complexity because I can't see. But this one is moderate. All right. Which level of intent must be met to meet the legal definition of a false claim? It's one of those insurance guidelines. Yeah, it said more than 5. I was questioning that too, about the more than 5. But if you look at, it says, 67 says more than 5. I have to grab that rationale from AAPC on that one and get back with y'all and see why they say it's 66 versus the other one. Yeah, but moderate complexity is in the 66. It's mischievous. Hey, Purple, we are working on passing a medical coding exam is what we are doing. Which one did I do? Let's see. This one. Yeah, it's those. Open Sesame. I don't know. What were we doing? We were doing 97166. So the level of complexity for that one is 66. I have to view the rationale, but I don't have the, I have to go pull up the exam. This is just a printed copy of it, but I was just verifying that it was right. I have to go see why. Where am I at? I'm down here. Reckless disregard is our question answer for that one. Yep. So, AAP, which month is that one? That'll help me out. Which month is that one? This one is Which quiz is this one? I don't know. Let's see if I go to I don't need my face. I need this one. Yes. So there. Nope, not there. Not there. Nope, not there. There. Nope, not there. I'm looking for the right AAPC tab. Oh, none of them are there in the right spot. So then I got to go to training. I got to go to there. And I got to go here. And then I got to go here. And then I got to go to 2021. And then I got to go. I don't know which exam it was. Does it start with the 12-year-old? No, it starts with stop, I think. So it's not that year or month. It's this one, September. Nope. I'm just seeing if I can find the rationale for that question real quick before we go. Probably not. Nope. Ooh, there's a COVID question, though. We've been looking for a COVID question. That one right there. Love it. Love it. But that's not the one I'm looking for. Let's see if this one's got it. Yep, this one's got it. So I need the 9-7 something 6-6. Why is 6-6 the answer? Ugh. They probably won't tell us much, but all three components must meet the level of complexity to be billed, meet or exceed. Only 2 out of the 3 components were high complexity, and the third was moderate, just like with our E&Ms. If all 3 components don't match, you have to code low. Oh my, 2 of the components were high, but 1 was low, so we had to code low. Okay, if you say so. It'd be nice if we said we're requiring these components, but it doesn't say 3 of 3 or whatever, so maybe we could add that to it. How many? Yeah, it's 3 of 3. So maybe if we do that like we do in E&M, we'll know next time. 3 of 3. I have a cousin who's got his doctorate in this stuff, and this is what he bills all the time, I'm sure. So that's cool. He's traveling around the country right now with his 3 sons and his wife doing travel physical therapy, seeing the world. They're all really young, and so it's really cool to see them in their pictures. He's a photographer too. So anyway, he does all this stuff. I'll have to ask more about billing and code. 3 of 3, that's why. It's not on a practice exam. It's one of my CEU continuing education things that I did. So it's not on a practice exam. Sorry, MK. It was for a CEU. I am on multiple platforms all the time, everywhere, and are these exams available to everyone who is certified? Yes, and if you become an AAPC educator, you have access to even more. Thank you, Twinkle. I'm so happy that you helped me out today. You helped out the entire group. And thank you for being here tonight to keep me on track. That is 2 hours, guys. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you learned a lot. And today's Wednesday, so I'll be back on Friday to do 2 more hours in the evening, free here on TikTok, and I'll post this replay on YouTube so y'all can see it. Let's see. It's not a, yeah, I think I did. You're very, very welcome. Everybody's welcome. Thank y'all very much. I'm happy to share time and hang out with you guys. I hope I make a difference and all of you get certified and better your lives and better your families' lives and your communities. And then we can do our little part to make the world better for sure. I really appreciate you guys. Makes me feel needed. So thank you very much. I will see you guys in chat or during tutoring or on Friday. Good night. Thank you for all the shares. 3,000 likes. Yay. Awesome. That's cool.